Oh, hello there. Um, I'm El Nacho, and I'll be playing Freedom Planet. Now, there's an important thing I must say. I'm gonna be playing Adventure Mode, and I'm gonna play Adventure Mode as Carol, and there's a reason for this. And the reason is I love the story. So, oh, I forgot to count down. Wow, I'm good at this. Let me start. Let me start again. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Wow. Uh, okay. So as I was saying, I'm El Nacho. I'm gonna be playing Freedom Planet. Countdown starts when I choose the character. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm playing Adventure Mode because I really like the story of this game. So I'm just gonna slowly go through the intro, so you guys can enjoy with me. Oh my god, I'm so good at this.
Where are you going? I have to make sure they're okay. Can't you be Little Miss Hero Pants some other time? Not a chance!
Alright, this cutscene's over, so to save time I'm gonna skip it. And okay, so this is Dragon Valley. That was Dragon Valley, so this is the second stage, Relic Maze. And you know, there's a lot of strats here. The boss is really hard actually, and that was Relic Maze. So the real reason why I'm playing Adventure Mode is for this. I started the game at stage 3 for tonight. So this is Freedom Planet. I'm playing as Carol the Wildcat, and her main way of like going fast is this bike, which you get from finding a gas can in the stage. Some stages don't have a gas can. I'll tell you which ones they are when they happen. I just picked up an invincibility thing and the shield. So while this like song plays, I'm invincible, and you can see like sparks on my character. Just gonna. There we go. Oh, okay. So one problem with this character is if you wild kick while doing, you know, that what I just did was a wild kick. One of her main features is being able to cling to walls. If you're wild kicking, you can't cling to walls. So that's why you're gonna see that I try to keep the meter at the top left to a minimum as much as possible, so I don't wild kick. So coming up, it's like one of this stage's major skips. There's actually 2, but Carol can't do the first one, so we're going straight for the second one, which are wrong warp. So okay, I lost my shield. That doesn't matter. Okay, so right here. Okay, there it is. So that's the wrong warp. I basically skipped the second half of that screen and the first half of the next screen by doing that, which is really good. Now I'm just gonna eat this bomb, and I'm gonna dismount the bike and just nuke this guy, or miss. Okay, so that's the first mini boss of the stage. Just don't worry. I don't know what this is called. I'm just gonna call it Steve. So that was Steve. Steve is dead. Rest in peace, Steve. So now we're coming up at the mall, which is the second half of the stage. Most stages are separated in like 2 halves. So you'll see that right there. That's another example of the wild kick screw me over. Something that I do a lot is what I call. Oh, okay. There we go. It's called the wall launch, which is at the end of a wall. If I hold boost, which is you hear me like boosting all the time, I get like full control in the air, which gives me, it opens up a lot of opportunities to just get speed off of walls. I don't want to get into that elevator because it makes me waste time, and I like wasting time. Case in point, I just did it twice. I shouldn't have even picked one of them, and I had to take the long route now, because yay. Okay, so coming up, it's the second mini boss of this stage. It's Steve again. Hello, Steve. How are you doing? Okay, you can go now, Steve. No one likes you. Okay, so coming up is the actual boss of the stage, which is that guy. He's called Serpentine. He's gonna show up later. Just don't worry about him. He's just dumb. He's riding something called a Robo Panther, and what I need to do is destroy its faceplate. I didn't get it. So there's a trick called a Quick Panther. No, sorry, Fast Panther, which is if I can knock out the first phase fast enough, I can skip that bullet range you saw. Makes me save time because it also delays that, specifically that's happening right now. So the way this boss works is I have to do this 5 times. I think it's 5, yeah. There's 3. Actually, no, 4 times, and then I just hit him 3 times. So I need to break his faceplate one more time. Like that, and I just need to hit him 3 times. So there's 1, there's 2, and he's dead. So that was Fortune Knight. Yeah, Steve died twice. When you're so bad that you get killed twice, yeah. Anyway, that was Fortune Knight. Now remember that I'm playing adventure mode, which means we're gonna be getting cutscenes after each stage, and I'm just gonna skip them because actually no one cares about the story in a speedrun. It's just a good bonus that I get to skip the first 2 stages. And I'm gonna restart here so the boats can actually get in place without me wasting more time waiting. We run the game under in-game time, so you're gonna see me like restarting a couple times. That's just to save in-game time. And I got zapped. I didn't mean to get zapped. Okay, so now I should actually explain how Carol works. So she can roll, as you can see. You saw me doing like yellow claws. They're called wild claws, and that's like how she does the DPS. It looks simple, but it's actually not simple because you need to pounce, which is like this character's version of the double jump. She doesn't have a double jump unless she's in a bike. So you can see me like I'm just like spamming the wild claws. That's me pouncing and attacking in succession. There's actually a rhythm to it. You can't just spam it. And there you saw like the normal claws. There's 2 ways. There's like several ways to get like a wild claw. You can get it after a boost on the bike. You can get it after a roll when you're on foot, or you can get it after a pounce when you're on foot. So I'm just gonna avoid all that fire except that one. I'm just gonna trigger those bombs because why not? Okay, I'm gonna explain what the shields do. There's 5 shields in the game. Whoops. You can get it from breaking those crystals, like the big like color crystals. The one that I had that I just lost is called the wood shield, which you get from a green crystal. It's a pink shield that attracts like health pickups, and every 20 crystals, I think, like 20 small crystals you pick up, are turned into a health pickup. And it attracts. Okay, I already said that it attracts health pickups. Then there's the water shield, which is blue from a blue crystal. It lets you breathe under circumstances that you don't have any oxygen. And the reason why I'm not saying specifically underwater is because there's a stage where it comes in handy and there's no water in the stage. And I'll explain it when it happens. This one that I have is called the metal shield. It's from a gray crystal. I'm immune to spikes and electricity. So any like spikes, except those ones, those spikes don't count. They actually hit you. Yeah, for example, these ones, I can just roll over them with no problem. Normally I would get hit. So I should be coming up next to the 3rd mini boss, which I just need to hit him 5 times. So there's 1. Another thing about the bike is if you go fast enough, the bike becomes a hitbox. So I can just not do it because I'm out of the game. There we go. So see, I didn't attack. I just ran at it and it got hit. So that was the final mini boss. Coming up next is the actual boss. This guy's called Prince Dale. He's in a peacock and like a robo peacock. So as you can see, the way you fight him is you pop all the like orbs on its tail, and then he'll fly at you 4 times, and that's how you fight him. So you have to do this 5 times. However, on the 3rd phase, I need to get up here, because he's gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get up here. And now, you know what I said about me being immune to electricity? Yeah, it's an electric attack. All of these guys' attacks are electric, so I can just stand still and not get hit. Of course, him ramming me is not electric, so it actually hits me, so I'm avoiding him. I just need to do it 1 more time, and that should be it. And there we go. So that was Sky Battalion. There's a couple things I should have mentioned at the start. This stage is the worst for Carol, for one reason. There's only 1 bike, and right after the bike, there are enemies that instantly kill your bike. So, you know, you do the math. And you know, because I'm a logical person, it's my favorite stage. I don't know why, I just love it. So this is Jade Creek, the only stage that starts you off with a bike, which is why it's another like favorite amongst like runners. This stage is just fun for all 3 characters. I'm just gonna get up here. I'm just gonna get up here. Sometimes the game just eats your inputs. That's a thing that happens, and I hate it. Okay, so I'm just gonna get up here. There we go. So as I've said before, while holding the boost button, you probably noticed that during the entire boost, you lose meter. That's also during the time that you're using the boost. You have full control, like full air control. I would show you, but I'm supposed to go fast, and you know what? There you go. That's how it works. Because why not? I'm just gonna this is what I just did. I just basically skipped a whole section of just going back and forth by just doing that. This game's physics are hard to get used to because they don't really make much sense. But once you get used to them, you can just bend them to your will, which is really fun. You're gonna see me like mounting like ceilings at like angles that make no sense just because there's a slope. Okay, so this is Nera. She's the mini boss of this stage. Just gonna. There we go. Now she's in negative colors because I can. It's a thing that you can do, and I like that it's a thing that you can do. It shouldn't happen because that's obviously not supposed to happen, but you know, many things in speedruns are not supposed to happen, so just let it happen. So this is the second half of the stage, which is a submarine. You see the water lowering and raising, and that's annoying because while you're underwater, you have much less like control and speed. Just gonna get up here. I'm just gonna get up here. There we go. And you can see those things that I just used. They're like, what's it called? They're just jump pads. These are exclusive to Carol. Like you can jump on them as the other characters, but they don't do anything. Like with Carol, you see that I can just like move around with them. The other characters just spawn like 2 crystals. That's what it does. You get 2 crystals if you play the other characters. Okay, so coming up next is this stage's boss. So that guy is called Torque, the guy that just got pushed into the ship. He sucks. Don't worry, he's not important. What's important is our friend is back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and okay, he did the thing. I'm just gonna kill him. Okay, he did it again. I'm just gonna kill him. There we go. And now he's in a ship, not a ship, an Apache helicopter. So I need to hit the windshield. There's Mila. She's gonna kill those guys and spawn more bikes to make this harder for me because I don't want to be in the bike. You know what? Doing it. Doing it live. Doing it live with the bike. There we go. There we go. He's dead. Let me just get in this other bike because I can. Alright, so that was Jade Creek. Coming up next is quote-unquote Carol's exclusive stage. I say quote-unquote because A, it's not her only stage, Mila can play it too, and B, it's a bad Carol stage. So, also this cutscene couldn't be skipped, so I just like mashed through it. So coming up next is Trap Hideout. Carol's supposed exclusive stage. I kind of forgot how to speak for a second. So I'm just getting hit by those lasers because it's, you know, they're in the way. Those I can't. They're on like a cycle. I don't know the exact timing because, you know, I'm not a mathematician. I just go by feel. For example, I know I'm gonna hit there, so I'm just gonna go down. Alright, there we go. Just gonna. There we go. The problem with those lasers is that they just stun lock you. They just stun lock you, which is a problem with this character. Also, you can wild kick with them. I forgot to tell you guys that wild kick makes me invincible. Except for those lasers in particular. You know, the lasers in Carol's specific stage make Carol's specific ability not work. It's my favorite. Anyway, I didn't explain the fact that wild kicks actually make you invincible. The entire time you're wild kicking, you have iframes. So like this. All that time that I was kicking, I had iframes. Oh, I missed the jump. There we go. So I'm just gonna grab one of the bikes in the stage. There are like several. Like most stages have like more than one. No, I think it's specific to the cycle starts when the when the stage begins. So like every time you start the stage, it should be the same. Although this game is weird because if you play in adventure mode, depending on how you play, if you play in adventure mode or classic mode, you get a different cycle. You know, it's the same, but it just changes depending on the mode you're playing, which is strange, and I don't get it. Okay, so that was the mini-boss. Oh. Yes, the laser cycle is, like, it changes if you play in adventure mode. Like, it's still consistent, it's just different. The difference is not that much, it just basically doesn't let me skip the first laser before it turns on. That's basically it. Yeah, I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna be here. There we go. I don't wanna be here. There we go. Okay, so coming up next is the boss. So I'm gonna grab this shield, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna double jump here 4 times. And they hit a couple times. Okay. So now I have to kill 99 ninjas. And how do you do that? Well, I just boost left and right and hit occasionally, and they all die. It's very fun. You know, this is some exciting gameplay right now. You know, they're supposed to be throwing ninja stars at me, but I just don't care. Okay, they hit me. Now I'm upset. Now I'm mildly upset. Now I'm annoyed. Come here. Come here. No, come here. No, come here. Come here! Oh my god, stop it! Jesus Christ! I've never had so much trouble with one guy. Anyway, that was the boss. I just one-shot him. Don't worry about it. That was why I double jumped 4 times up there. Whoo, boy. Okay, so I double jumped 4 times there because his hitbox is up there, so I can actually damage him before the fight starts. Problem is, if I kill him before he spawns, I softlock the stage. Also, I couldn't skip that cutscene, so I had to like change. There we go. Coming up next is the worst stage in the game. Changed my mind. This is Thermal Base. This stage sucks. I hate it. It's the worst. I don't want to be here, but I need to be here because it's part of the game. So I'm gonna grab this keycard over here. Now I'm just gonna wall jump here. And up here is the zip that I absolutely hate. I'm gonna try it 3 times. I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. So yeah, that zip, I hate it. It's incredibly janky. And I miss it like more often than not. And by more often than not, I mean like 99% of the time. But if I get it first try, I save like 30 seconds, which is neat. Now I'm gonna restart here to despawn that guy. Because he's gonna shoot me, and if he shoots me, he slows me down. And coming up next is this is another zip. This one is much easier because I just need to like stack those 2 boxes and do this. There we go. And that's it. I just skip another. I pretty much skipped like 3/4 of another screen just by doing that. And coming up next is this guy has a keycard that I need. That guy, give me the keycard. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. He's kind of upset that I took his keycard. He'll get over it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I gotta be careful with that lava because I can't wall kick through it. Okay, so this right here, it's Syntax. It's like the evil guy's robot. She's gonna show up a couple times. Now come here. There we go. So this fight has 2 phases. That was the first one, and that was the second one. That's the mini boss. You know, now there's like a huge lava stream about to murder me. I'm just gonna grab the bike that's conveniently placed over there and just boost my way out of here. This is another reason why I hate this stage. There's not one bike, there's several bikes. But the first bike that you can get is not until halfway through the stage. So the first half you have to play as the slow version of the character. But you know, it's always fun. I didn't mean to grab that shield, I just wasted time for no reason. Because I usually grab this one. There we go. Okay, so those 2 shields, the yellow one and the red one. The yellow one is called the Earth Shield. It attracts like the blue crystals, those ones. And the red shield makes me immune to fire. Of course, if I hit the water with the fire shield dies. You know, that's how physics work. You know, fire meets water, fire dies. Quote me on that. Okay. I almost did the biggest mistake of the universe. So those things are crushers. They don't crush you, they just explode you instantly upon impact. No, not even impact, upon contact. You could be like in the air and they still can kill you instantly. Basically, they don't crush you, they're just one big hitbox that says fuck you. And I know I'm supposed to keep like swearing to a minimum, but that's what the hitbox basically says. Okay, so what I just did was called the fade out skip. It just it's on like several stages you can do that. Normally I would explain that in Relic Maze, which is the second stage of the game, but you know, I didn't play Relic Maze, so you know. Basically, the fade out skips does what the name entails. It skips the fade out. It basically is because when while the screen is fading out, while it's loaded, like quote unquote loading the next screen, the timer is still running. So by doing that, I basically skip that, and no, it saves like I don't know, like half a second or something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah, that was the boss, by the way. She's dead. It was Syntax again. She was like a jelly dude fish, bro. She's dead. She's dead. Yeah, nobody cares. Okay, so coming up next is the shmup section. Nothing happens here. Like, nothing important happens here. I just hold right and hold the shoot button, occasionally shoot the special button, and that's the game, that's the stage. I am holding I am holding a direction, a button, and occasionally pressing another button. This part has no consequences. This is not timed by the in-game timer. I could game over here and still get world record technically. Why? You know, in the context of the story that we're completely ignoring, it kinda makes sense. But it still has no consequences to the actual run. Okay, there we go. Now that's there's syntax over there. I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I've been doing. Just hold. This time I hold two buttons, occasionally because I need to jump. So, and that was the shmup section's boss. That was difficult? Question mark. Okay, now the actual stage. Stage 8, Battle Glacier. By far the longest stage in the game. Actually, yeah, I disagree with that statement. I still think Thermal Base is longer, even though it's not the final stage. Because, you know, I made it look short by just doing those zips, but there's so much going back and forth in that stage, it's just unreasonable. I'm just gonna herb this, and now I'm gonna wall climb over here, and just skip stuff. Oh, okay, I was supposed to hit the shield, not the guy. Now I have the bike. So Battle Glacier, it's a gauntlet. There's so many enemies. So many projectiles. And on top of that you had those like purple blocks that just appear and you're supposed to know they appear. I know they appear because I played this game a bunch of times, like hundreds of times. I didn't know these things appear when I first played the game and they confused me. Yeah, those things. I was supposed to use that booster. Whoops. But yeah, this stage is actually a lot of fun. You know, it's long, but like, it has a lot of stuff happening. And, you know, now there's these drills that I need to hit to open these walls that can only be destroyed by those drills. Now I need to do it twice on the same wall. And miss. There we go. And I have to do it 3 times on the same wall. These things are annoying to work with because you'd think the hitbox would be a rectangle. You'd be wrong. The drill bit is a hitbox. The body is another hitbox. If the drill bit can go through, but if the body hits something, it dies, and you have to throw another one. It's the best. Anyway, this is the Absolution. I just call it the wall because everyone that plays this game for the first time gets their ass kicked by this guy. It's actually pretty easy once you know how to fight him. You can see he's jumping in place. He usually chases you, but because I'm jumping at him, he doesn't. Usually he jumps backwards to catch you, but I'm jumping like ahead of him, so he doesn't know what to do. So he just jumps in place, and I can just do this, and he's dead. But those lasers he throws do a lot of damage. They do like 2 petals a piece, and you know, considering you have 7 petals, you know, losing 2 out of 7 in one hit is kind of hard. And you know, it's even worse if you're playing Mila, because, fun fact, Mila has 4 petals of health. She dies way faster. She dies in 3 hits, you die in 4. So that's basically the difference, but yeah. So, this is a guy that I need to kill because I need to open an area that is like blocked off by those blocks that just disappeared. Oh, that worked. Okay, I just realized I forgot to mention this as well, because there's so much stuff to explain in this game, it's ridiculous. The bike only has 3 hits. So you get hit 3 times, the bike dies. But the health refreshes every screen, so when the what's it called? When the screen fades to black, oh whoops. When the screen fades to black and fades back into the game, you recover your health, and also if you get another gas can while having the bike, you also replenish its health. Fun fact, because this game hates me, and anyone that plays Carol, because this game hates Carol. If the bike is active, like you don't need to be riding it. If it's on the screen and you get hit, it counts. Jesus, it counts towards the health. So I could get hit twice off the bike, get in the bike, get hit one more time, and lose the bike. Because video games are supposed to be fun, but I'm playing them in a fast fashion. I'm not here for fun, I'm here to beat the game fast. Anyway, normally I would say we've seen the spider again, but he shows up in Dragon Valley, the first stage, and I didn't play Dragon Valley. And I'm supposed to destroy that wall. I'm supposed to destroy that wall down there, but I don't want to. I just want to skip this part. And coming up next is the boss. It's Prince Dale again. Now he's in a ball. It's a ball. It's a sphere with teeth. It's a ball. And I have to hit him 3 times. I need to hit him twice to get rid of his shield that he respawns every time I hit him. And then hit him one more time to actually damage him. While he throws all those cards at me. He's very rude. Okay, I need to hit him 2 more times, I think. Okay, so there's 1 more time. He's gonna shoot purple balls, I don't want it. Okay, I just need to hit him. There we go. That was Prince Dale. He won't be showing up again. The ball is dead. It's going boom. The ball is dead. There's no more ball. There's no more ball. The ball. I don't know how to speak. I'm sorry. Anyway, the game tried to put like, hey, the stage is complete, or is it? No, it is complete. Don't worry. And now there's another cutscene here that I really don't care about, so I'm just gonna skip it. There we go. So we're at the final stretch of the game. This is the Dreadnought, which is the main bad guy's like spaceship. There's 4 stages. There's basically 1 big stage separated into 4 sections. So this is the first one. I can actually wild kick through those lasers because consistency. I cannot wild kick through the Trap Hydos lasers, but those are totally fine. Oh, I got hit. I didn't mean to get hit. Oh, I got hit again. I didn't mean to get hit. There we go. So now that I have the bike, I need to be careful because it's very easy to lose the bike. As I said, 3 hits and it's dead. And this is the only bike, I think. The final Dreadnought stages are much shorter than the rest of the game. Well, there's 1 hit, so off to a good start. But it doesn't matter because this is the end of the screen, so I'm back at full health. Yeet. So now there's some airlocks. If I go all the way down one of them, I die. So I don't want to fall, because if I fall, I die, and if I die, I lose time. That's not the point of a speedrun. You're supposed to make time, not lose time. I tell that myself every day, and I lose time all the time. And you can see a lot of like teleporting around. This stage is very quick. I'm actually done with the stage now. I'm gonna ditch the bike because it's faster to fight without a bike. And the thing about the bike, you cannot dismount if you're moving. And, it's a problem. You really can't stop moving when you're in an auto-scroller. So, I just ditched the bike there so I can fight this thing. And this thing has 4 faces, so that was the first one. Oh yeah, this thing is actually called Syntax. She's back. Okay, she's back. Okay, this should be the final phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's dead. She's actually dead this time, I promise. Okay, so that was Final Dreadnought 1. Coming up next, it's Final Dreadnought 2. There are no more cutscenes between stages, so it just goes straight to the next one. There is no bike in the stage. You do not have the privilege of going fast in the stage. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal because this stage is very like claustrophobic anyway. Like, it would still be faster to actually have a bike in the stage, but like the sections, there's like a lot of starting and stopping, so being in the bike wouldn't be that like big of a deal anyway. So now I'm coming up here with more teleporters. You can see you saw Mila on the left. She just spawned a shield for me. I'm gonna pick it up later. Our friend, our keycard friend is back. I need your keycard again, friend. Give me your keycard. Thank you. He's angry. He don't like that. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Okay, so now that I have the shield, I have 2 hits that I can get for free. How consistent is Dread for Carol? The answer is no. The answer is simply no. Like, if I could give you a percentage, the percentage is no. Okay, so this is the part that I explained at the beginning, where there's another section where the water shield comes in handy. Right here. You can see on the left there's my oxygen meter. Right there, Mila just spawned a good shield for me. That's nice. And you can see the meter right there is full and it's not going down. So that's why this shield is useful, especially for this stage. And actually, I think, unless you're really unlucky, it's impossible to, run out of oxygen, because the game is set up so that Mila spawns another one if your oxygen drops below 75, even if she already dropped one over here. But it doesn't matter either way, because I'm just gonna use this other shield for a different purpose. Just gonna bye. Oh, I think I might actually die before I make it. Okay, no, I made it. So yeah, I just basically skipped the elevator section of this stage. Coming up next is the boss. Our friend Serpentine is back, and he's angry and big and spooky. Look at him. He's big. He's big. He punched me. He's big. He punched me with his big fist. He tried to punch me again, and now his face is like not correct. Come here, I need to end you. There you go. And he's dead. And I'm gonna teabag. You have to actually be careful with this boss, because you can actually fall off and die after the boss fight, and the game gets confused and throws you way further back than it should if it happens, so don't. Just don't. Okay, so Final Dreadnought 3. By far one of the most fun stages in the game, because it's really quick, it's really short, and there's bikes everywhere. At least for the first half. Don't ask me what those things were, I don't know what they are. They scare me. Okay, so you can just see me like grabbing a bunch of like gas cans. Oh no, I know. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. There we go. Normally I don't have much trouble with that section, but for whatever reason my hand just forgot how to do the thing. My brain forgot how to function. So we're back on track. Okay, so those like purple cannons that just shot like a weird thing at me. Yeah, those are the things that instantly destroy the bike. So I don't like getting hit by those because they ruin my fun. Just gonna outrun that shot because I don't care. I don't want to get hit, so I would rather just outrun the shot. Alright, there we go. Now here. Okay, so coming up next is the boss. Just need to finish a couple more sections first. It should be after this teleporter, it should be the final one. Yep, there we go. And now there's an unskippable cutscene. I have to let this play out. So if anyone has any like extra questions they want to ask me, go ahead. Okay, so Final Round of 3's boss, it's actually Mila. I need to murder a child. So I'm gonna murder a child. Just bear with me while I murder a child. The child does not want to be murdered, but I must murder the child. Come here. Alright, the child is dead. Now I just need to. There we go. I hopefully set that up correctly. Yep, set up correctly. So you know the child is dead.
You gotta be kidding.
Big oof.
That's it.
Just gonna slowly ride away. You know, gotta leave the crime scene. And now coming up next is the final stage of the game. I'm gonna try a weirdly harmless trick that if I pull it off, if I don't pull it off, I just lose 4 seconds. If I pull it off, I skip the entire game. Okay, I didn't get it. Just so if I can actually clip myself into the little wall on the left with those like 5 blocks that I just tried to. We call that dreadlocks. That actually skips the entire stage. I am not even kidding. And I only need to spend 4 seconds to do it. So I basically lose 4 seconds, or I skip the entire stage. So yeah, it's worth going for at least once on a run. And you know, I should be in a wall by now, but you know, there we go. That was definitely more than 4 seconds. So yeah, Final Round of 4 is a very vertical stage. No, that giant laser of doom. It doesn't instantly kill you, but if you get hit by the whole thing, you go from full to 0. So don't get hit. Actually, I'm gonna get hit, just so I can get hit faster. Alright, so I have the metal shield right now. That's gonna come in handy a bit later. Oh, okay. So had I not bumped into the springs there, I could have just like skipped that laser. But I was too slow. So I must wait for 2 lasers instead of just 1. Anyway, this is why I needed this shield, because I can just do this. Alright, so coming up next is the final boss. This boss has 3 phases. That thing is supposed to be threatening because it shoots at you, but you can just casually outrun it. You know, there's some dialogue that I need to skip. Alright, so phase 1 is the absolution for Battle Glacier, but now he has less health, but it has like more attacks. Okay, he messed it up. Alright, so that was phase 1. I'm gonna restart here to save RTA because, you know, one thing. While the timer is off screen, it's not running. So the timer is not running right now, for example. So the second phase is a big mech. I'm gonna let him hit me, or you know, he can just miss. Okay, I messed that up. Okay. There we go, I finally hit him. Okay. So I'm just gonna actually wait until I get healed. There we go. And coming next is the third phase, which is just the big bad guy himself. You gotta be very careful with God. Okay. So as I was saying, you have to be careful with the knife because it does 4 petals of health. That's half your health in one hit. There we go, he's dead. I should have said that time ends when the guy dies, so time. I'm so good at this. The whole, you know, timing begins and timing ends thing. I'm so good at this. Okay, so that was Freedom Planet. Really fun game. Actually, you guys should actually like play it. I'm just gonna skip this so we can go to the credits. There you go, those are the end stats. So yeah, this was Freedom Planet. I really don't know what else to add. It's just a fun game that you guys should play. Maybe don't run it, and if you're gonna run it, then make sure what you're getting yourself into. And yeah, that's it. I got nothing else. Thank you for having me here. That was fun. And let me check what the final time was. Actually, I have Live Split open. I can just check that. So 36:12. Oh, my throat is dead. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's it. That was fun. I'm El Nacho, and I should be up like tomorrow because I'm also playing Meteos. I don't know how to pronounce that in English.